Hi everyone, my name's Jordy and I'm a keeper here at Taronga Western Plains Zoo. We're here behind the scenes with our Galapagos tortoises. So right next to me, this is Franklin. He's one of our males. He's in his late 40s, and I don't know if you can see next to him is Wilbur. He's also in his late 40s, another one of our males. We do have 5 adult Galapagos tortoises here at the zoo, and we do also have 3 hatchlings, so 2 6-year-olds. Their names are Penna and Turbo, and a 9-year-old, his name is NJ. Wilbur and Franklin here, they're just chowing down on some mulberry leaves. So every afternoon here at the zoo we give the tortoises a different type of browse. So mulberry is one of their favourites, as you can see, but they also get hibiscus flowers, they get rose flowers, they get Chinese elm leaves, kurrajong, elephant grass is another favourite. We also feed them quite a lot of meadow hay and fresh grass, and once a week they get a big tub of fruits and vegetables, which is probably their favourite day of the week. Now, as I said, Wilbur and Franklin here, they're 2 of the males. So the males and females are very easy to tell apart for Galapagos tortoises. So you can see the males here are very, very large. Galapagos tortoises are the largest of the land tortoises, but the males are quite a lot larger than the females. So Franklin here next to me, he weighs about 250 kilos, whereas the females are about 150 kilos, so it's almost double the size and the weight. You can see Franklin as well, he's got quite a brown coloured shell, and it has these kind of pointy, kind of pyramid-like peaks on his shell. The female shell, on the other hand, is more of a blue colour, and it's much smoother than the male shell. The underside of the male shell, not that we can really see it from where we are, but that's called the plastron. The male plastron is concave, whereas the female plastron is very flat and smooth, and the tails are very different for males and females as well. The males have a much longer tail than the females do, and they just use that for breeding purposes. It helps stabilise them whilst they're mounting the females, and helps keep them up there. What else can I tell you about Galapagos tortoises? One of my favourite things about them is a really neat little behaviour that they do in the wild. They call it the finch response. So basically what happens, a tortoise might be browsing or grazing or just resting, and a finch will fly up to the tortoise, and it'll sort of just fly in front of the tortoise's face for a moment. It then triggers this response in the tortoise, which they call the finch response, and I'll try to get Franklin here to show you what it is. So hopefully he has got his favourite food in front of him, so we'll see how we go. But you can see what they do is basically they stop what they're doing, they freeze, the neck starts to stretch out. He's going to keep that bit of mulberry in his mouth, I think. And then hopefully he'll show you the rest of it as well, where they actually stand up on all 4 legs and they stay incredibly still. What then happens next is the finch, while the tortoise is in this really still statue-like position, the finch can then go in. She'll go up underneath the legs, under the neck, into any little nooks and crannies on the tortoise, and that's when, here he goes, he's very slowly standing up. There we go. So that's when the finch can go in. She'll get any little bits of dead skin. If there's any bugs or parasites on the tortoise, she can clean all those off. So she gets a free feed and the tortoise gets a free clean as well. So it works really well for both of them, and he's just been in the mud wallow, so I've got that all over me now. But here at the zoo it's very, very handy for us. They do it, as you probably saw, I was giving him a bit of a scratch, and that's why he's done it for us. And then I suppose we play the role of the finch for them. Every day we'll give them a full body inspection and check for if they've got any injuries or anything that's not meant to be there. We can pick it off for them and have a really good body inspection of them. The vets can come and ultrasound the females whilst they're in this position. The vets can come down. They're definitely the best patients in the zoo. We can just get the tortoises to stay nice and still, and the vets can give them a really good once over. So that's one of my favourite things about them.